Okay, I'm going to be going through how to resize photos to make sure that they fit into the designated spaces. And I'm going to be using the RLabs website as an example here. So I just want to show you that this graphic just here, which we originally prepared for Instagram, that's this graphic here. Because Instagram, when you post a photo, it accepts a square shape, we've prepared this graphic as a square shape. But you can see that when you put it into the blog post that we want to put it into, it requires a rectangle shape. So when we put that same graphic into here, most of it gets cut off. So I'm going to show you how to do is on Canva, which is the platform that we use to make our graphics. I'm going to show you how to resize it so that it'll fit properly into this and so that you don't lose the sides of it. So as you can see, this bit is a square. So unfortunately, unless you have the paid version of Canva, you're not able to resize it as it is. So we're going to have to start a new project. So I'm going to go create a design, and we can see that this is a little bit less than a square. It's a little bit more rectangular shaped. A normal Instagram size would be 1020 pixels by 1020 pixels. But because it's a rectangular shape, we want to reduce the height a little bit. So I'm going to make the height 800 pixels. And so that when I click Create Design, we get a shape a bit like this. And you can just have a look. Unfortunately, this platform that we're using doesn't allow us to find out the exact dimensions of this photo. But you can often find other platforms that will help tell you that. But I think this shape looks like it should fit into this. So we're going to go with this one. And in order to resize a photo, because all the elements of it are already here, the good thing is that we don't have to start the design all over again. So this post just here, we'll have a look at the graphic that needs to be done. Right, so we need to have all of these, each of these pages of the graphic needs to be changed to a different size. So what I'll do is I'll start with this one. So we're using this photo at the back. Because I've already input it into Canva, it should be under Uploads just here. So we're going to take this photo. We're going to enlarge it so that it shows a similar background to the other photo. And what I had done in the other one was put down a black background. I forgot to say the background color needs to go first, and then you can place the photo on top. Put that down there. And then because this photo is in black and white, I want to go on to Effects or on Filter and put it in grayscale. All right. And then we can see with this one that it's a bit darker, so I'm going to click here on transparency, and I'm going to reduce the transparency of the photo so that it's a bit darker, just like this one. Maybe even a little bit darker than that. You can actually check here to see what the transparency is. It's 45. So I'll put this in as 45. And then this is the easy part, because all you have to do is go to each of these And let's say we're doing the very first page that says thank you to our partners. I have to click on each of the elements. So these two are the only elements that I need to move over. So I will click this. And in order to select all of these elements at the same time, I'll click this and hold down the Shift button on my computer and keep holding it while I then click this and click this. And then on my computer, I'm using a Mac computer, so I'm clicking Command C. But whatever laptop you're using, whatever computer you're using, you need to just use the copy function. So click copy. And then to switch to the other version, and you can click paste. So mine will, on my computer, I can go Command V, but most computers will allow you to right click and then click paste. And here you can adjust the size of it. So we want it to look similar to the other graphic, but obviously it is a different shape, so it's not going to look exactly the same. But this looks about right to that. I think these could maybe be a little bit bigger. Make that one a little bit bigger. Make this a little bigger. And that's our first page done. And so for the second page, all I have to do is press this button here, which goes add a new page, and it'll come up with the same background as you have for the first page. And then the rest of the copying over, you do exactly the same thing as we did before. Click this and hold down the Shift button, and then you click every element in this, and you do copy, and then you should be able to, should be able to just paste it right on top. And it will obviously come out in a different, under the square shape, as you can see with that dotted line background. So all we have to do is just move things around so that they come up, so that they fit into the new rectangular shape. So with this frame, I'm just going to extend it a little bit more so that it fits this. We'll have this background do the same thing. And if you've designed the first one, it should be very, very straightforward because you know what it's supposed to look like. So we'll have all of these just moved over a little bit so that they fit a bit more nicely into the new rectangular shape. We can make that one a little bit bigger, I think. There. And we continue to do exactly the same thing for all of these. So there's not much that's actually changing other than the shape. And let's actually test this out. I will download the new version and we'll put it into the new shape platform so that we can see if it actually fits. We're going to edit this. And we are going to delete that just there. But I'm going to add an image. Upload media, upload from computer. And it should be under my downloads just here. So just need to go and find the file. And I'll just do this, I'll do this post for now. Perfect. We'll just go add to page. And that's all fine. So now when we go back, I haven't actually saved that, and we'll just publish that so that the changes are actually made. And now when we go back to the preview, just take a little while to load. All right, now so that we're back on blog page, we can go preview. You can scroll down to see that now this fits a lot better into this. Actually, the fact that this border probably needs to come a little bit up, but overall, this graphic now fits much nicer into this shape than the previous one because all of this text at the bottom was cut off before. And once you start getting the hang of it, it actually becomes very, very easy.